Claire, ladies' wear manager at BHS, is marrying Andreas in 8 weeks' time. If you marry a Greek, the wedding dance is everything, and she's going to have to practice. Andreas and his mum have a plan.
We're not doing it in front of everybody, are we?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it will be.
Don't wind me up, we're not.
I'm not winding you up, it will be. But if you can't do it in front of sort of 20 or 30 people, you've got a whole wedding to do it in front of.
You are joking. I thought we was just going to practice.
Well, it is a practice.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it in front of everybody else.
Back at BHS, Richard Milne, the store detective, is tipped off that Lakeside has some unwelcome guests.
OK, thanks, bye. We've got a couple of suspects in the centre, possibly speaking with foreign accents, are going around into several stores, and they're refunding on merchandise which has been bought just prior to coming here today, and it's just under the check card limit, which is arousing suspicion.
Word has reached the police post, and Sergeant Cavell is on the case.
What's going on?
We've got an IC4, IC1, they've got hods of stuff in the back of the boot of their car, and they're going around, keep getting stuff out and going to refund it, saying that they've paid with a cheque in the past. The CNA guard recognised them from Romford doing the same thing.
You always said that providing you knew what you were doing, you wouldn't be worried about it.
Oh, not particularly.
What is it you're worried about?
I just don't want to do it. It's just...
Yeah, but it's not... I don't mean to be
mind
rude,
so much on the day, but... It's
what, is it
just,
today you don't want to do?
It's today.
Yeah, but today's only a practice. If you can't just turn up on the day and think, well, I'll sort of play this by ear, you've got to have a... You've never done it before at all, and it's nothing. It's not a big deal. Is it because you're doing it in front of everyone or something?
Yeah.
Why? But you're going to be doing it in front of everyone on the day.
Yeah, but
you'll have more people to support you on the day than you will here today.
Yeah, but they're not going to see whether I make a mess up of it, are they? On the day, because I have my dress on. They won't know what steps I'm doing. But they will today.
Ah.
Little does Claire know, her future mother-in-law has invited the whole family, and no detail is left to chance.
My husband helped me a lot anyway. He's been up with me since 5:30. He's normally doesn't rise from 7:30. This morning I looked round and 5:30 he was in the kitchen. He does help me quite a bit.
Foxtrot whiskey, VHS you're saying?
Yeah, Foxtrot whiskey, go ahead.
I don't like the look of the IC4 that I'm following. He's all in a grey-coloured suit, quite smart. Except his shoes are falling off his feet. I'll carry on following it. I just want to make you aware at the present time.
Emma, the perfume girl from House of Fraser, is desperate to be a star. It's her first singing lesson with Nikki Moore.
Oh well, here goes nothing.
And Nikki turns out not to be a woman.
You must be Emma Boundy. Come in.
Hello, thank you.
Come in. We're over here.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Nikki.
Nice to meet you.
And nice to meet you after our phone call. Right. Well, we better hear your voice first of all, so that I can see how high, how low, how well, how badly. You know the feeling?
Yes.
Are you nervous?
Yes, I'm
Good,
nervous.
I'm nervous too.
The Foxtrot whiskey, VHS resume. The male I was been following in the suit.
Samuel's the jewellers and he's looking inside his wallet. He might go to make a payment here.
Yeah, received. If you can let us know as soon as you know either way.
One of the two suspicious strangers has made a beeline for Lakeside's jewellers.
Yeah, received. We'll put a call in from here. He's in H. Samuel. I'm going to make a transaction in there. We put a call in and get him to get as many details from him as possible.
Yeah.
And looks like he's going for his wallet. Might be making a purchase.
Yes, I'm looking at the phone number now and I'll put the call in.
So let me find a note. Can we try the letter E now, please?
E.
That's right. E again, please. Oh, you've got a lovely voice. E again, please. Now, don't rush. No, don't rush and don't be nervous. Get it into your head. E. I'm an octave below, but E. keep coming straight on the nose. Hum it. Can you do me one more? That's a good sound. Okay.
Richard Belt, Lakeside's boss, is about to mix business with pleasure.
Well, I can assure you this isn't how I normally spend what is a very busy Saturday afternoon out there, but I'm actually sneaking off for a couple of hours. But obviously I have made sure that I've got my management coverage out there because it's important we're okay, and I will be available on mobile if needed. But I'm going across to the local football team. I'm going to see Purfleet, who have only been on the go about 13 years. It's a very young club, but started by a chap, very well-known local man called Tommy South. Real character. Met him quite a few times, and he's really been trying to get to me.
If I win that lottery today, I might have a better ball done than this. I'm sure this is it. They don't do this like this professionally.
Richard Mill and several other Lakeside store detectives are keeping track of two men who are returning large numbers of goods and claiming refunds.
Hello, it's PC Ford here from the Lakeside Police Post. There's a gentleman in your store at the moment. We've got store detectives following him, so I need you to act as normally as you can. If I can hold on to the line, can you go out and just see what's going on? Just sort of act naturally and see what you can find out for me, please. Thanks a lot. We just need to try and get as many details from him, like name and stuff, as you can, if that's possible.
Just to let you know, the guy's getting a bit anxious inside HMOs at present. Yeah, he looks like he's looking at his watch. The manager could have blown it for us on this one.
Claire?
And Andreas hasn't given up.
Come and have a listen for a minute.
What are you doing now?
Well, you've got to practice a little bit. You might as well get a little bit of
Oh
practice for
no,
you're
joking.
just for a minute. Just listen to it, all right? And just listen, and I'll try and explain to you the steps, all right?
Okay, I'm listening.
This is like an intro to this one. You stand still for a minute, and when it starts, listen. Just listen to the music. That's when you start, and it's just steps, right? And it's not dancing around. All it is you've got to listen to the music as well, right? It's just that sort of thing. That sort of thing, yeah?
I am the day-to-day running of it all. Anyone wants anything, they phone me. Well, I would like someone else to do it, but to be honest with you, I'd be worried. I'd be following them around, you know, to make sure they've done it properly. But one day that's got to come. I've got to let go because I can't keep doing everything. I've got to let a little bit of it go. I'll still check up on them. Yeah, it's my club, isn't it? And this is all about presentation.
Stephen Hampshire, Lakeside's photographer extraordinaire, is preparing his stand at the ideal home.
Then there's going to be a rust-coloured panels. Here we go. All right then, put it on. Hey. Now we're going to have an orange colour up around the edges of the stand and around all the edges. It might sound garish, but it will actually look really good. It will attract people from a long distance, especially when we put spotlights on it. It will really glow. It'll be fantastic.
There was a bit of a hold-up on the production of the card. He therefore snatched the card back and walked off.
Yes, received.
The mail's out of the store and heading down towards Debenhams on the upper level.
All we can do is sort of go up and put the frighteners on them, for want of a better word.
Sergeant Cavell just isn't happy.
There's no evidence of any crime. Pretty obvious what they're up to, but no evidence of any to support a crime.
I'm sure I could get someone to do this. I could probably want about £3 an hour.
Although the club is a success on the pitch, Purfleet are desperate for cash.
That's it, all done for today. We're all nice and clean, throw me water away and we're ready for the kick-off. Brilliant. Right. Welcome to paradise, look at that. Hi boy.
It's early days. It takes a long time to learn to breathe properly and to get it all working. It's all about balance, about how much breath you use, how much note you have. This is all things which I'll explain in future lessons, but for the time being, we're just going to go through a few things, yeah? A, 2, 3, 4. We're getting better.
I've ended up with a very strange exhibitor's pass this year because I got up rather late this morning and I couldn't find a passport picture. So I rushed around the house to find any old picture, and that's what I ended up with. But you've got to admit, it does look like me.
One of the suspicious shoppers has gone back to the car park. Marianne and Adrian are on their way, while Richard and his fellow store detectives tail the second man inside the centre.
Now, you might find that some people might actually say they think it's too expensive. But the thing is, people spend. And when they go to an ordinary photographer, they spend 200 or 300 or 400. And they're coming to us and spending 200, 300 or 400. And look what they're getting. I mean, this isn't just an ordinary photographic session. They're really getting something quite special. There are cars and there are cars. You have a Ford Escort and you have a Mercedes. And our photography is like the Mercedes range.
Foxtrot Whiskey to BHS. We're with the vehicle and the IC1 mail is in the vehicle.
Sorry?
What's your name, please?
Mohammed.
Mohammed what?
Give it to me.
Right, I need a pen here, don't I? Because I'm not going to remember that. Have you got a pen, Adrian, please? Left mine with my paperwork. Where are you from, Mohammed?
Algeria.
From?
Algeria.
Algeria? What's your friend's name, whose car this is?
It's fucking.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Where's all this stuff from, Mohammed? Don't know.
The car is packed solid with goods to be returned. Claire's moment of truth has arrived.
People waiting, how are you? All right?
Yeah.
Oh, you brought your own chair, have you? Aye. Fine. How are you?
You
All
make
right?
sure you've got a seat.
Yes, yes. Hi, we've been waiting for you.
Hello, you all right? Yeah.
It's time to meet the whole family and their friends.
This is Evelyn and Morris. This is Claire.
Hi.
Evelyn.
I'm going in. No, give me another one. Double vodka, please.
Claire.
I think you need double vodka. No, I'm only joking. I am really nervous. Everybody's sitting around. It's like on the floor show.
Leave the door open.
You're sweating, well, what's the matter?
No, I was just lying because I said I was tired, that's all.
Can you get your hands out your pockets for me? We're concerned about the amount of refunds your friend is doing in the centre. Okay, what do you know about that?
No.
Don't know anything?
When's the show?
I've got 3 weeks.
3 weeks? Oh, that's nearly a lifetime.
No, it's
That's
not.
nearly a lifetime. Well, I think one of the best things we should do is not only should you come for another couple of lessons, but maybe I'll come down when you're rehearsing.
That would be fantastic.
And I won't get in your way, and I'll just try and help you as much as possible and hear the notes that you're having problems with. Because, in all truthfulness, working here with an acoustic guitar doesn't really give you an idea. It doesn't give me an idea either, because you've got to have a man heaving behind you. So we'll work on getting you a really good sound as well, and get everything to your liking. And then if you can't breathe, well, tough. You know? But you've got to start believing you are good. You've got that. It doesn't make any difference to the size of your head. The fact that you're good, you've still got so much to learn, haven't we all? You just keep working it, keep believing in it, but eat, sleep and drink what you're doing. You know, really, I know it's hard when you're at work and serving and working with people, but it's worth it. It really is. It's great. It's a great business. Great business. Just watch yourself and believe in yourself. And I know I've said a lot of things, but you go and record a couple of tracks and get the local radio to play them. Get yourself notes, even in a local way. No matter how small, no matter how little, it all counts. And beat these people up. Make them play it. Camp on their doorstep and say, look, I'm a local singer. You represent the local community. Play me.
2 ladies that Paul is talking to at the moment would make the ideal customers. If you have a good look, have a real good look, they're the ideal customers. I could tell just by looking at them. They look like they'd really enjoy a photo session. They're the right age. They're the ones to go after.
Well, it's going to be an interesting day. I mean, Tommy's invited me over to talk about sponsorship and other opportunities there may be to link up with Lakeside. But it's slightly strange for me because I don't know if Tommy's aware, even though I mentioned I was from St Albans, but I actually take my boys along to watch St Albans City. So I'm a real fan of St Albans. So a slight conflict of interest here, but as long as it's a good game, let's put it there, I'll be diplomatic.
Richard Milne and Lakeside's other store detectives take turns to keep the second suspect in sight.
I think they know they're being followed.
No, this guy's not at all. He does a couple of U-turns on himself, but at the minute, he ain't got a clue he's being followed, I don't think.
Have you got any identification on you at all? You haven't signed your travel card?
I think he's brilliant. He's great. Yeah, he's got lots of energy. Well, he seems to think I've got plenty of time before my charity event, so I'll believe him.
Good.
And hopefully it'll be all right.
Why is that side?
I've only been to actually one Greek do, and what I can remember, I just sat there and drunk all night. I didn't actually get up and dance. A little bit of a coward.
Marianne receives word from Richard. The second suspect is just moments away.
Yes, received. Are you right behind? Hiya. You've aroused suspicion in all the shops by doing so many refunds on check. Things that you've bought on check and you're now refunding, and none of the items have been bought here, so you've aroused suspicion from all the stores. Hence, you've been followed round all the stores by those people there, if you like to look round. You've been followed by 6 people for the whole time you've been in there, as is this gentleman. Okay. Have you got any identification on you at all?
No, at home, yeah.
At home?
What is your name?
Oh, Loris Martinez.
Well, that's a different name to what this gentleman's given for you.
Because I have another name.
And what's your other name?
Ben.
No, he's given a different surname for you.
Andreas's mum makes it look so easy.
I can't do that. That's the right record.
This is what everybody wants.
I can't do that.
And go on
to get the steps right.
Just walk around.
Don't get the money. I'm going home.
50 pence, please, love.
I'll get you, Richard. I'll treat you. I don't mind treating you. A cup of tea.
We might treat when you come over to Lakeside.
All right. So they haven't done. It's shut.
You came over Easter Sunday? Yeah.
Cheers, Rick. This is proper tea, look.
Yeah.
There's no one else around, I wouldn't mind, but... Oh, right, am I? Right,
Yeah.
what have I got to do?
Yeah. Come on, just do the steps.
What?
We do it together.
And now the moment they've all been waiting for.
I can't.
You go under the handkerchief.
What? That way?
That's it. That's bravo. Now go backwards under the handkerchief.
Come on, dear.
we're very ambitious as it happens. I mean, we've come from nowhere, and we just want something big or someone local in the area like to support us.
Sure. Well, certainly we're keen to sort of get involved in the local community and help us get, the top team around here.
That's right.
So this is where the stand's going to go, is it?
Well, we've just done all the terracing, and then we want to put a roof on top of it now. I mean, we could call it the Lakeside stand.
And date of birth? Okay. 18th of August, 71?
Yeah, what?
Makes you how old?
How much will give you?
No, how old are you?
I give you my birthday.
Yeah, and how old are you?
Sorry?
Okay, how old are you?
Marianne's just about had enough.
Well, I don't believe a word you're saying,
Yeah.
all right, to be honest with you. I think that you've got an empty account and that you're using cheques from that empty account to purchase things, then go back and refund them, okay?
Come over here for a minute.
He's feigning that he doesn't speak English. It's very difficult to get anything from him. We've got the other guy's details if you want to run them through too.
Lawrence Bell, 18871, no trace.
That's a surprise. Yeah, the other guy's actually sweating like a pig. They're definitely up to something.
Too slow to react.
Go on, John Alban.
That's the result now, mate. Mate, you're right. Carry on, you call him. Hello.
You sure you want to discuss sponsorship?
Yeah.
I mean, if this lady thinks she loves that picture now, she'll really love it in 20 years' time.
And the offer only stands for today, doesn't it?
While the show's on, yeah. It's usually 75. I think you should do it. I can see you're eager, you're interested. I know you want to, you should do it. Just do it. So, sorry, I'm going to do it.
Just pick it up.
After 2 hours of expert tuition, even the groom-to-be can't sort out Claire's 2 left feet. It's lucky that there's 8 weeks to the wedding.
He's looking at his watch like, here we go. Here we go. All over.
The final whistle. A St Albans victory, but it's a game of 2 halves for Tommy, and sponsorship's still up for grabs.
Do you want me to go now?
Is that your car? Registered to you?
Back in the car park, the game's not over.
Registered to you? No, it's not. No, it's not. I've checked.
I have the details for the guy.
Yeah?
Yeah, for a pound. I don't know what his name.
Well, it's registered to somebody called Derry, and that's not you.
Oh yeah, because I buy this car from me. I'm second driver. Yeah.
You know, he's obviously thinking, you don't know what we're doing, you can't prove it. We just got to hope.
Yeah, received. That obviously means then we've got a false card swinging around somewhere, but neither of these have got it, unless it's down their undies.
We know what's going on, what they've done. It's just trying to prove it, and obviously that's the police's job, and it's not easy. You know, I mean, if they haven't got enough information, then obviously they're just going to have to give them a warning. You know, so we know what you're doing. Go away and stay away.
Delay tactics.
I sort of stop here and I sort of... If I do this, they go onto the stand.
I want to go for it now. Now I've started doing it. I've just got the bug and I really want to do it.
Emma's in for a shock. Mum and Dad have a habit of springing surprises, and they're doing all they can for her singing career.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to send the tape off to various music companies and to see what happens.
Just a tape?
What do you mean, just the tape?
Oh, what?
We've got a surprise for you, Emma.
They've secretly arranged a photo session with Stephen Hampshire.
We'll have some commercial photographs done.
Oh my God.
Yeah?
What, do I need to do that then? What?
All books.
It's all booked in for the 12th. You've got to have something to go with it.
They've got to see what you look like, haven't they?
Yeah, but my roots are coming through.
We'll have the roots cut out.
Oh my God.
Obviously, I'm quite pleased the result. It went quite well, although I had to be a bit careful with Tommy. I didn't want to upset him. Didn't want to rub it in too much. But no, I mean, in terms of the business side, yeah, he's very go-ahead, got a lot of ideas. interesting character. I mean, the ground's sort of made up of part of Cardiff with the seats. I think we've got the railings from somewhere down one of the motorways. All legal, of course.
We're waiting for checks on the card at the moment, and so we're trying to delay it at present.
You still think you might get something?
No. Neither of them have got the card. They're saying the card number, normal card numbers don't go up that high.
You 10A?
Yes, yes.
If they're saying it's not their property, it belongs to their friend, due to the fact that we're having problems on these cards, we might contemplate saying take what they've got left, bring it in, and tell them to get their friend to come in and collect it.
Marianne's actually talking to Tony at the minute, and hopefully he's reckoning his brain whether or not the information that I've given him is enough to actually pull them in for arrest them for obtaining goods by deception.
Whose card number is that on those receipts?
Oh, it's friend, just friend.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, you're not to use somebody else's card, are you? So what we're going to have to do is take the property and your friend's going to have to come and collect it with his card to show us it's his.
You go up there for 1 hour, they do the makeup. We were going to book 4, but they actually only do 1 hour.
Somebody doing my makeup.
It does worry me that someone else is doing my makeup, so I don't let anyone do my makeup.
Bored, Stephen Hampshire has been drawn to another stand.
And I've got a stand over in the body care section, and it's the same sort of colour as the book.
Right, oh, very auspicious colour.
Yeah, this is what I thought, because the stand is actually working quite nicely. Everybody's saying how nice it looks.
Yeah, receive. Should we say the magic words then? Can you just come stand around here a minute? I'll talk to you both. Right, from what's happened today, we're going to arrest you both on suspicion of deception.
No talking.
No talking. No talking. You're going with this gentleman. You're going with this gentleman. No talking. Jump in there. It is white here.
And it'll be a lot easier knowing that all this money's being pinned on my dress anyway. It'll make it all worthwhile.
We're due to have a little tidy up at home as well, so I'm going to apply some of this.
It's a very easy book to start off with, because there are lots of tips in it that you can actually do straight away.
Yeah, it looks nice and straightforward. If you've got some time, pop across this all night. Well, I think it's nice.
40, 60, 80.
Even after the whole day stakeout, there was little evidence against the two suspicious shoppers, and all charges were eventually dropped.
And a piece of paper.
Next week, Andreas hits the mean streets of Southend on his paramedic shift.
All right. Why me? Why you? Could have been worse, it could have been me.
And it's a dance to the death as Fulvio fights to keep Chow Chow in business. And Emma's singing career gets a boost when Nikki Moore books her first studio session.